There comes a moment, often in the quiet hours when no one is around, when you suddenly feel tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but a deep exhaustion from holding everything together, from pretending you are in control, from carrying the weight of every plan and every fear on your shoulders. You look at your life, at all the effort you put into forcing things to work, at all the moments you tried to manage every detail, and you realize something always slips away no matter how hard you try. You begin to wonder why you are fighting so hard. You start questioning what exactly you are trying to protect. And slowly a quiet truth appears inside you, like a soft whisper rising from somewhere deeper than thought. It does not shout. It does not demand. It simply waits for you to notice it. Think about it. The sun rises every morning without asking for your permission. Your heart beats on its own. Your breath enters and leaves your body without a single command from you. Thoughts appear in your mind without warning and disappear when they want. Emotions rise without your control. The same intelligence that moves the oceans, grows the forests, and keeps the planets in place is also moving you. But your mind wants to take credit for everything. It wants to feel in charge. It wants to believe that if it stops managing life, everything will fall apart. Yet the truth is simple. Life has always been unfolding on its own, and you were never the one running the show. Your mind hates this idea because it wants to be the hero of your story. It wants to believe that your peace depends on fixing every problem and organizing every detail. It convinces you that if you worry enough, plan enough, and push enough, things will finally fall into place. But you know from experience that peace never arrives that way. Instead, the moment you fix one thing, another thing breaks. The moment one fear fades, a new one appears. And you keep running, exhausted and confused, hoping the next achievement or the next moment of control will finally give you rest. But it never does. If you look closely, you will see that what you call myself is only a string of thoughts passing through your awareness. These thoughts create a story about who you are and who you must be. They build a character, an identity, a role you feel forced to protect. But who were you before these thoughts appeared? Who were you before the mind said, "This is me"? When all thoughts fade for a moment, what is left? A quiet, open, peaceful awareness. A presence that does not change. That presence is what you truly are. You are not the story. You are not the noise. You are the space in which everything appears and disappears. Once you see this even for a moment, something inside you begins to relax. The need to control starts to fall away. The world stops feeling like a battlefield. Life begins to move with a softness you never noticed before. And here's the strange thing. The less you try to control life, the more life aligns for you. Opportunities come without force. Decisions become clearer. Actions feel natural. The struggle fades. You stop fighting the current, and the river finally carries you instead of drowning you. You may wonder what will happen if you stop controlling everything. You may fear that your life will fall apart. But look honestly. Has your control ever stopped life from happening the way it wanted to? Did you choose every event that brought you here? Did you choose every person you met, every loss you faced, every blessing that found you? Life has been moving on its own from the beginning. The river flows whether you trust it or fight it. The only difference is how much you suffer. Surrender is not weakness. It is freedom. It is responding to life with calm instead of reacting with fear. It is letting go of the belief that your happiness depends on forcing everything to go your way. Most people suffer because they resist what is happening. They push against reality. They believe peace will come once they change everything around them. But peace comes the moment they stop fighting life. Peace comes when they allow things to be as they are. Imagine sitting in a theater watching a movie. You feel joy when something beautiful happens and sadness when something painful appears. You feel excitement, fear, hope. But deep down, you know you are only watching a story. You do not jump into the screen to change the characters. You do not try to rewrite the plot. You simply watch. Life is the same. Thoughts, emotions, events, they all appear and disappear like scenes in a movie. But you are the awareness watching it all. When you understand this, the struggle ends. You stop drowning in every moment. You stop clinging to every feeling. You stop trying to control what was never yours to control. Letting go does not make life empty. In fact, life becomes richer and clearer than ever before. When you stop resisting every thought and feeling, you begin to see life as it truly is. You move naturally. You speak gently. You act with clarity. You stop trying to force things. You allow them to unfold. The body moves, the mind thinks, the heart feels, and you simply watch without fear. And in this watching, you discover something beautiful. Everything is happening on its own, and somehow it is enough. At some point you realize that the one who was struggling, the one who kept trying to control life, was never real. It was only a thought pretending to be you. It was a character made by the mind. And once you see this clearly, it dissolves like smoke. What remains is awareness, open, silent, and free. Life continues perfectly without your interference. It always has. Surrender starts with silence, not with forcing the mind to stop thinking, not with fighting your thoughts, but with simply watching. Sit quietly in the morning. Sit quietly at night. When thoughts appear, let them pass like clouds. Do not chase them. Do not push them away. Do not give them power. Watch them come. Watch them go. Over time, the mind grows quieter. A space opens inside you. And in that space, you meet your true self. Life will not wait forever. This body you depend on will one day fade. Everything you cling to, your identity, your desires, your fears, will eventually disappear. If you wait until pain forces you to let go, the letting go will hurt. But if you surrender now, while life is still in your hands, you will discover something beyond all loss. You will find a part of you that can never be touched, never be harmed, never be broken. When a thought appears, ask yourself, who is this happening to? When a feeling rises, ask, who is experiencing this? Each time you look inward, the illusion of the false self weakens. You begin to feel the presence that has been here all along. A calm, gentle awareness that does not change. A peace that does not depend on anything. One day it will happen naturally. The story will fade. The struggle will end. The false sense of self will dissolve. And what remains is simple presence, quiet, endless, already free. You will realize you were never trapped. You were never incomplete. You were only lost in thought. Now you are awake. So stop fighting life. Stop forcing things. Stop trying to control what was never yours to control. Let life unfold. Let each moment be exactly as it is. Trust the flow that has been guiding you since the beginning. Rest in this presence, this awareness, this quiet truth. It has always been here. It has always been you.